Hey everybody, welcome to Marriage Month with CFS. We are doing some videos with our counselors to get some marriage tips and relationship advice from their experience and from their theoretical perspective. So we are here today with Jeff Fabbiano. Say hi, Jeff.
Hi.
You've been with CFS for how long?
Man, I did my practicum here, I did my internship here, so going on 12 years with all of that, which seems crazy.
I wasn't prepared for that. So 12 years is a long time. I was thinking it was like 7 or something.
I mean,
that is a long time.
officially as a full-time therapist, or a part-time therapist, it's been probably 7.
Awesome. Well, we are glad to have you. Jeff does a great job. So what would you want to share with couples as far as like what would help their relationship go a little bit smoother?
Well, when I see couples in therapy, a lot of times they talk about conflict and how hard it is to deal with the conflict in their relationship. And so one of the things that I share a lot is just calling timeouts. Timeouts are a universal thing, right? I mean, we have them in the sports world. We have a team on the fast break and they're running down the court and the coach is like, no, timeout. We need to take a break, reset the whole environment to create some different kind of momentum.
Momentum is a good word. So you want to like slow the momentum of the conflict.
Correct.
Good.
And so, but a lot of times what couples will do is they will call timeout without telling their partner that they have called timeout. And that causes even more problems, creates more conflict. People's emotions get more elevated. You're flooded with all these feelings that you don't know how to deal with, and it makes it worse.
So is it like, to use a sports metaphor, one team calls a timeout and the other team keeps playing? Is that kind of what it's like in a relationship?
Yeah, for sure. That's how relationships oftentimes work. And, well, nobody wins then because you're just all over the place.
So what are the rules for a timeout?
So timeouts work much like you would in a sporting event. If one person, when you start to feel this overwhelming feeling, the conflict rising in you, the emotions flooding your system, one person, doesn't matter who, just calls timeout.
Like,
they call timeout.
Even like using their hands.
Use your hands if they need to. Call timeout. Take a break. It's like a reset, like your computer. If your computer freezes, it gets all gunked up, whatever, you just turn it off, turn it back on, reset the whole system.
So in basketball, you can have like a 30-second timeout,
right.
A 3-minute timeout. How long should the timeout be for couples?
Well, it varies for how long it takes you. I would say usually 5 minutes at least, just to get your cortisol levels down back to normal so you're not flooded with all this emotion. Up to 20, even 30 minutes is okay. But whoever calls timeout has to call time in. That's the one rule that I think we miss, which creates more conflict, because then things don't get resolved. So you need to make sure that when you're calling a timeout, which is very helpful when things are out of control, to be the one to come back and call time in.
Now, when you call timeout, can you just not talk about it ever again? Is that one of the things you can do?
Well, of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like taking your ball and going home, right? You call timeout, you're playing unfair, I quit. And that's what it feels like to your partner. I quit. And then you pretend like things are normal again. That doesn't work, because then there's nothing resolved. There's no resolution. And so sometimes you need to take multiple timeouts when you're in a conflict, because you call time in and things feel overwhelming again. And so you need to, okay, you know what, I need another timeout. Give me 5 minutes. Even communicating, I know it's hard when you're really angry about something to think clearly, but having a timeout in your back pocket is always a great resource for your marriage.
Now, what should the partner do while they're in timeout? Should they stay angry and ruminate and stomp around, or what should they do?
Either that or just go and watch Netflix for a half hour no, don't do anything like that. Calm down, take some deep breaths, figure out what you need to take care of yourself. That maybe you need to maybe you're hungry, maybe you're angry just because you're hungry, or you didn't get enough sleep last night. Figure out, okay, what's making me angry? And then maybe use that when you come back to your time in with your partner to say, I realize I'm angry and I didn't get enough sleep, I'm hungry, or, when this happened, it really hurt my feelings. And so can we talk about this specific thing in a different way
Good.
the rest of our conversation?
Great. I think it's a great tip. Timely we're in the middle of basketball season, so it's
Yeah.
a timely tip
Right.
for the season we're in. I really appreciate you sharing that with us today. And we hope you join us for more videos in Marriage Month for a better relationship.